Well, good morning. It's Sunday morning, last day in January, and I thought I'd start just recording a bit of these walks. So let's see what they are. This one is actually, I've started from Kamala. A lot of roadworks down the bottom, but we managed to get onto the path, or I managed to get on the path rather. And now about 500 metres in, it's very steep uphill. This is quite a steep hill, and the object then is to go across to what would be Kalim viewpoint. It's shown on the map as. You never know in Phuket whether these paths exist or not. A lot of them, because all the ones in the forest tend to be for rubber plantation workers, and whether legal or illegal. But this one is certainly, as you can see, very nicely, it's actually paved at the moment. How long this will last I don't know. Get an idea, it's a steep uphill climb up there, but a little bit of breeze. Last week I was in the national park and I was drenched with sweat at the end of it because of the humidity. There's a bit of breeze coming through, so hopefully we can do it. As you can probably hear from my heavy breathing, this is quite a steep uphill climb. I know GoPros don't tend to show climbs and descent very well. There's a typical offshoot path. You can see it goes off in the distance. Difficult to believe sometimes that we have views like this in Phuket. Okay, we've been on another uphill stretch, and I'm guessing this is where, as far as motorcycles will come, the path starts to peter out here, but hopefully enough of it to see that we can continue on the route I've set. Getting warm now, sun's coming through a bit, through the trees that is. It's been out all morning nearly. Don't know what these berries are, look like a sort of bilberry, but they're all around here. I'll show them to Yao when I get back. Ask her if she knows what they are. Also seen a few lovely butterflies and one or two wild orchids and wildflowers, so it's not just pure trees. We're heading uphill again now. Again, the path is quite distinct, put it that way. Things like these bilberries going across it, but no big issue, not like last week. Okay. As you can see, we just actually come out of all this undergrowth and joined this much clearer path, very rocky but quite a wide path. And if you see my iPhone showing the route, you can see that dotted line coming in. That's obviously this path here joining where we are, and we'll carry on up there. Okay, I think we might have, I don't speak to, hopefully we might have about finished most of the climbing now. This is much as a GoPro will zoom, but now sort of first view I've seen really. I think this is Patong actually, not Kamala Bay. Looking at my map, I would think it is. See, this path is quite wide, it's where it's, and nice sounds of the jungle. That's what you call a big bamboo. You know, idea? I've got quite big hands, and I can get around maybe a third of it. Pretty tall as well. So it was uphill again a little bit, but leveling out, in fact dropping a bit now. See, this is a well formed, if very rocky path. Let's check I'm on the right way. I'm pretty sure I am. I wasn't expecting it to go downhill much at this stage. Well, I'd overshot just a little bit. Good job I checked the GPS. But where I am now is the end. It's the Kalim viewpoint. We won't see a lot on GoPro, but it's very much Kalim. It's a bit weird sense of direction because over there you can see the end of Patong, and earlier you could see what was clearly Patong, and now that's behind that headline, and we've come almost full loop round to be at the Kalim end, which is the northern end of Patong Bay. A little bit hazy, but here it's a nice spot. As I say, the only people I've seen a few of them today, are rubber plantation workers on the motorbikes. Most of the hill, a lot of the trees over the years have been cut down and replaced by rubber trees, and some legal, some not legal. Probably mostly not legal, but nobody seems to worry too much. And whereas the national park last week, which I didn't film, I was absolutely drenched at the end, because that is a rainforest and there was no sun, like I'm getting sun coming down on me now, no breeze, it was just very, very humid. This has been quite pleasant. Yeah, it's a bit of climbing to get up here, but you expect that. And that's the whole point of this. I'm trying to get into some sort of training for doing the Three Peaks. Sorry, not the Three Peaks, I've done that before. The Coast to Coast walk in the UK, as and when things return to normal, if ever. And most of the walking on Phuket, of course, that I do is flat. So it's good to come up into these hills where literally hardly anybody ever comes. I've never seen anybody on any of my walks yet walking. Right, obviously we're on the way back now, but I'm going to take a detour which I spotted earlier, and in fact I spotted when I was looking at the maps. There is this path up here, and funnily enough you can't miss it because it's got this sign up saying Patong Zipline Adventure this way. There's an M sign, which, how many metres that is, and this path actually looks to go all the way over, obviously Katu waterfall and beyond, but it does also in it's about 1 kilometre, 1,000 metres. It's going uphill, but it looks to plateau out, so I'm just wondering if there's a viewpoint up there or not. There's only one way to find out, so let's go up and have a look. Okay, as expected, that spur is totally uphill, and now on what is the highest part of this path, and as you can see there's no views. Another rubber tree workers shack. Lovely big tree there. That comes down though, that's going to make a mess of that shack. Well, nearest thing you'll see to a dry stone wall, I think, in Phuket. Now be warned, it's very easy as you come up this road here, this path, just where it widens into this, to continue straight on up. And that's actually the way I've mapped. If you're coming from Kamala and you want to head further up and then down into Kalim and then come into the viewpoint from the other side, makes it a lot longer walk, a lot more climbing. Now I just sailed straight on up here, as you'll see if you look at the track, whereas the actual walk path back is here. As you can see, not very obvious, so you do need to have your GPS with you at that point, or at this point. Okay, so we'll head down here now, not uphill, which I've already done. If you're not familiar with rubber trees, this is quite a mature one. See the cut? And then catch the rubber in the bottom there. There's a lot of solidified rubber there. I'm not sure if anybody's actually looking after this one. Well, the rubber's here opposite. Usually they use coconut shells for catching. Well, somebody was ambitious. A lawnmower. Very ambitious if they were trying to cut this. Okay, well we're at the end, more or less. Just walking along this little road now in the back of Kamala. And then we'll be there. Saudi Cab. So yeah, I'd recommend this walk. So, thank you for joining me. See you next time.